That black yo magic, that black yo magic.
It's Kellster from youtube.com/KellsterMakeup here, and today we're gonna be doing makeup. Today we're gonna do makeup. I am super excited. I recently did a poll on my YouTube community page, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I asked you guys what kind of videos you like to see, and makeup is winning. I want to give y'all what you want, okay? And of course, this did start off as a makeup channel, so let's go ahead and do some makeup. Oh, if you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. It is free, and you get to see 2 videos a week from me, okay? And also, guys, go ahead and check out my website, which is kellster.com. I have some awesome stuff going on there. I have some secret giveaways and contests. So if you want to go ahead and also, when you're clicking that subscribe button, click that bell button, head on over to my website and subscribe to my mailing list, okay? Because you will get an awesome newsletter once a week from me. And if you subscribe to my channel, you get 2 videos from me. So it's just a lot of free stuff you're getting from me, sis. Like, why wouldn't you want to do it? Okay, let's get started and apply my primer. You guys already know. If you don't know, I use the Milk Hydro Primer. This stuff is awesome. It's a beast. It makes your makeup stay on all day. But I actually don't need my makeup to stay on all day because it's already late, okay? If you guys haven't seen my last video, you should go ahead and check that out, where I talk about my worst ever online shopping experience. It's crazy. The link for it will be up there, wherever the little action card is. Check out that video if you haven't seen it. So I'm going to do some kind of bushy brows a little bit. I'm gonna try. It's my first time doing this, y'all, so bear with me. So it is, I pretty much filled them in how I normally would, but now what I'm gonna do in the front part of my brow, I'm gonna kind of spike the hairs a little bit going up to kind of give that more definition. Just gonna brush that in. And right now it looks crazy. I'm gonna grab my handy dandy raggedy ratchet looking concealer palette that is literally held together with a hair tie. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. Using the tip of that concealer brush. And I really want to clean up the underbrow, but it's the top brow that I kind of want to let be a little crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and correct my face using this Full Spectrum Correct and Contour Palette by CoverGirl, using that orange shade. I'm just gonna tap that under my eyes. The reason I'm correcting is because I want to kind of go for a glowy skin look with this look, so yeah, we're gonna need a little correction. Alrighty, so for foundation, I'm using the Bakerie InstaBake, and you guys know this is my favorite foundation, so I'm just gonna dot that all over my face. Dot, dot, dot. Now I'm gonna take this iconic London illuminator, and I'm not sure what shade this is. It says original, so I think it's the original shade. It's like a champagne-y liquid illuminator, and I'll apply this on the tops of my cheekbones and kind of everywhere I normally highlight. Let that sit for a second while I grab the concealer I'm gonna use. This is, again, the InstaBake concealer in the shade 007 Creme Brulee. I'm gonna mix that in with the shade Sugar Daddy, which is 006. These are my two favorite under eye shades, and they're quite different, but blending the two together makes the perfect under eye concealer. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that Sugar Daddy shade and then go on top with the Creme Brulee. Putting that where I normally highlight as well. I always highlight under my contour, so that's why I put some there. Okay, take my little sponge and begin blending. I'm gonna blend right under the eye first and then move into that highlighter shade. So boom. Alrighty, so the skin is glowy, sis. Yes, I'm glowing. I feel like a little alien, like I'm like, ooh, ethereal glow. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more highlight and contour this time using the UOMA Beauty. This is the Double Take Strobe and Sculpt Duo Stick. And I'm gonna take this deeper shade here and place it lightly under my cheekbones. Ooh, I may put a little too much on that side. Okay, put some on the forehead area. Anywhere where I want a nice contour. Okay, gotta get those under that face. Okay, if you wanna look snatched. I take my foundation brush and go ahead and blend out the contour. Okay, blending that forehead. Now, blend this out. That snatch jawline that people are paying money for, okay? Getting surgery to get, where no surgery included. Not that I'm against surgery. I'm just not for it. For me, at least right now in my life, I don't think I'll be getting any surgeries anytime soon. Okay, so now we're glowy, we're chiseled. We're gonna add some more glow. Yes, some more glow. Gonna hit the other side of this, and this is the strobe side, and apply that on top of my cheekbones, okay? And hit this on the tip of my nose, okay? The bottom part, just tapping that in. And then tapping over my noses, tip of my nose. I thought I was recording, but I guess I wasn't. Okay, so I've already went ahead and began setting my under eyes using Plantain, which is this Beauty Bakerie setting powder. Now I'm just tapping this in and setting it, setting the sides of my nose. I'll set my forehead a little bit, my chin, and right around my mouth. How's that, guys? I feel like you're right up in my grill. So now for eyes. Alamar Cosmetics, using their primer. For today's matte eyeshadow look, I'm gonna use, I probably don't need to use all of these, but I have quite a few of these Colourpop shadow palettes. Some of these I haven't even used before. This is when, you know, Colourpop was coming out eyeshadow palettes every month, okay? One thing that 2020 has blessed us with is less Colourpop shadow palettes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for those who really love Colourpop. I love Colourpop, I do, but they were like overloading us. It was really overwhelming with how many palettes they were coming out with. So I'm using the ones that I haven't used, that I bought all last 2019, that I need to use, and parts of 2018. So I have two here. This is the I Think I Love You palette. And then also in the same packaging is the Double Entendre palette. And you can use any shadow palette that you have. You don't have to have these particular ones. I'm really big on that, y'all. You don't have to have exactly what I have to create the look. You can have something similar. You can use what you already have in your stash. I definitely promote you using what you have in your stash. So again, I'll be showing the shades that I'm using, and then use something similar, or if you do have it, well then awesome, you can just follow along. Start off with my crease shade. I think I'm going to start off with, I think the shade's called Hard. I don't know, it's like this orangey shade here. So I'm gonna grab, again, this orangey shade here. Grabbing that shade. on a nice blendy brush. The I Think I Love You palette, and I'm gonna take this kind of deep brown shade here. This is kind of a neutral shade. It's not very warm looking and it's not very cool looking. And I'm gonna apply that into the crease. So that is in my crease. I'm gonna go into Actually. Again, this is a deeper brown. This actually has a little bit of plumminess to it, but it's really not gonna make that much of a difference, honestly. I'm gonna pull this shade here and apply that in to my crease as well. And this is all about building, guys, building up those shades, layers. Look, y'all, nice and smoky. And if you need to, go back in with that big blending brush and buff out as you're working these shades in. Buff and blend them together, y'all. Buff and blend. Going back into the Double Entendre palette, and I'm gonna take this deep, deep brown shade, which I don't think I've used that one yet, and apply that into the crease as well. Really get that into that outer V in that crease area. Rich, reddy brown shade here, because it is starting to look a little bit muddy, so I want to add a little bit of this shade in there, kind of liven things up a little bit. Now I'm going into my lid shade, and I'm going in using again the Double Entendre palette. And I think I'm gonna blend, I'm just gonna use a mix of like this shade here, this shade, and this shade. Ooh, these light matte shades are so pigmented, y'all. See how pigmented that shadow is? I gotta give Colourpop they props, because they have some really nice mattes in these palettes, I've noticed. And then I'm gonna pop back in to that deeper brown and again blend. Last but not least, we're going into that black shade in the I Think I Love You palette. Get close to the lash line as I possibly can and slightly into the outer V. To this outer crease corner. I don't want to use too much black. I want to use just enough, but not too much that it makes everything look crazy. Going back into my blending brush, just lightly blending this black. See how that black blended in? Just like it was always meant to be there. I'm gonna lightly put a little bit of eyeliner close to my lash line. Contour a little bit more with a bronzy shade that's going to add a little bit, again, luminosity to the skin. This is the Nabla Cosmetics Profile Bronzer. That on there, like so. And again, buffing that around. This is where I bronze or contour. Okay. To add some glow to my face, I'm actually using an oldie but a goodie. This is the Glow Kit by Anastasia. This isn't that glow. I don't even know if they make these anymore. I think they stopped making these. y'all, but you can get them. Like the last time I saw one was at TJ Maxx. So I believe TJ Maxx sells these. You can get these still, but you can use any highlighter that you like. I'm choosing this one because this is the one that I have with me. I've actually only used it a few times. You guys can see it's barely been touched. And tops of my cheekbones, I'm just gonna add that on top. And again, you can use whatever. I also like Becca Opal. I'm gonna use this chocolate lip liner. This is in the shade Control by Colourpop, and a Colourpop lipstick. This is in the shade Friends, which is a deep chocolatey brown. I'm gonna do some chocolatey brown lips. I'm actually gonna overline my lips a little bit, as you can see. Going into Friends. This is a Morphe lip gloss, and what shade is this? Trippy. Alright guys, so this is the finished look with my matte eyes and my chocolatey lips and my super glowy skin, girl, okay? The skin is glowing. Ugh. Like, are you guys feeling this? 'Cause I'm feeling this, okay? I feel like this is very fall with this chocolatey lip and these matte eyes and this super glowy skin, because we all know fall time right now, it's starting to get cold, it's starting to get a little gloomy, and you really, really don't want your skin to look dry and dehydrated, so glowy skin is a must. And then matte eyeshadow, of course, because it looks so good. It's not super hard to do. And then of course a brown glossy lip, because brown and fall, they go hand in hand. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me some big thumbs ups, please. I'd really greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.